How to create a cargo pocket. Okay, so let's go. We are going to be learning how to create a cargo pocket, such as what you're saying, the cargo pockets, the cover. Okay, so let's go. So you have your pants. On the side seam of the pants, right? If you have pockets on the side, you come down by 4 inches. So this is subject to where you want your cargo pocket to sit on. So because there is a pocket there already on the side, I will come down by 4 inches. From where my pocket ended, I'll measure 4 inches down. And then I'll cut my piece of fabric. This fabric is measuring 30 inches by width and then 10 inches by length. Okay? So we are going to be creating a design on the pockets. So I fold the fabric into two. I iron it to have the grain line. That's midpoint. We need that line on it. Okay. So after creating that grain line, let me take the pants off so you can see properly. I'm going to place my tape roll on that midpoint line, and then I'll mark 2 inches to the left and 2 inches to the right. I will come down and repeat the same measurements, 2 inches to the left and 2 inches to the right, make it a total of 4 inches. I'm going to be using this to create like a design, a pleated design. So I'm connecting it with a straight line, okay, for accuracy. So I pick on that line and then I make a pleat, making sure that the pleat reaches that midpoint we created initially, that middle line, okay. I pick the other side and then I do the same thing. After picking the plate, you should iron it down, okay, so it stays in place for you. You can also use your pin to hold it down, just like you can see me illustrate on this video. And then you can also do well to iron it so the plate is proper, and then you stitch it down also. It's also very important, okay. So this is just one way of creating a cargo pocket. You can choose not to have a design on the pockets. You can just choose to make it plain, okay. This is subject to how fanciful you want it to be. So once I was done holding it down with a stitch, okay, so if you notice, the pleated part is showing on this part and then the other side is showing a different design. You can choose to use either part of this design, like this, or like the other side where the plate is showing. So once we are done creating this design, I'm going to be measuring 2 inches, you know, on this upper part to have a double folded edge, okay. To have a double folded edge, I'm going to double fold it and stitch. So this partner is going to be serving as the upper part of the pockets, okay. So I'm trying to give it a perfect and a neat finishing. So I double fold the edge this way and then I stitch it down. Don't forget, I said this part we are stitching down is going to be the upper part of the pockets, all right. So once we are done, we are going to be cutting out a strip measuring 2 inches in width, okay. The length right now should be as long as the entire 4 corner. Don't worry, just watch what I'm doing. So that 2 inches, I'm going to place it this way. I will fold the edge of that 2 inches so that it is neatly finished, and then I stitch it on the pocket that we are created. So when we get to that angle, knowing that it is a square shape, I pick it up that way, and then you watch what I do so that it's easy for me to, you know, take it round the square shape, okay. So once I'm done with that part, I continue stitching on the 4 corner, you know, shape. When I get to that angle, I do the same. You see how easy it is to pass your strip round about a 4 corner, you know, shape. That is how easy, how you can, this is an easy way of, you know, sewing around a 4 corner shape. So I do the same to the end part of the strip. I double fold it to give it a neat finishing, okay. So once we are done, I'm going to flip it inward like this, okay. At this point you can take it to your ironing table and iron it, but I'm just going to top stitch on it. After ironing, you can stop stitch on it, but I'll just go ahead to top stitch, you know, on the 4 corner, just like that, okay. So at this point we're almost done top stitching. So this is to, you know, take in that 2 inches inwardly Yep, making sure the 2 inches piece of fabric goes inward. It's very important for you to top stitch. So this is what we have. So once we are done, I am going to be folding 0.5 inch on that 2 inches strip. Okay, 0.5 inch, I fold it and I iron it down. I fold 0.5 and I iron it down round about the pocket shape. I fold 0.5 and I iron it down. So at this point I am done ironing. You get why you should iron. It's very important for you to iron. So I bring back my pants. It's a palazzo pants. The tutorial is on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch and learn how to make the palazzo pants. It's extremely detailed. So this is the 4 inches we marked initially, but peradventure you miss it, let me show you. So from where my side pockets end, I just take a 4 inches downward. Okay, that is where my cargo pocket is going to start from. So I place my cargo pocket and then I'm going to use my chalk to trace out the shape of the cargo pocket for accuracy, to make sure that my cargo pocket is well seated when I am going to start stitching. So I will use the chalk to trace it out. Okay, to trace it out before we start sewing. All right, so I just trace it out this way. This is for accuracy. Okay, so that when you are stitching, you know exactly where you are stitching on. So you see we've traced it out. I will now bring back the pocket, that 0.5 inch that we folded on that 2 inches strip. Okay, we are going to stitch it on that line that we just made with our chalk. But before we do that, you have to go ahead to pin it down so that it stays in place for you. It's not moving. Okay, for accuracy. All right, so after pinning, I pick that 0.5 inch that we folded inwardly. It is that 0.5 inch that we are going to be stitching on. That 0.5 inch actually creates like a side lift for the pocket. That is how best I can explain, for lack of better word. It gives the cargo pocket, you know, a lift, you know, on the side. You can also choose not to use that 2 inches that we created, that 2 inches strip. You can choose to create a cargo pocket that does not have a side lift. Okay, it's just flat on your pants. Okay, there are different ways or different types of cargo pockets. All right, so I just place that 0.5 inch that we folded inward on that line, and then we are going to stitch on it. Okay, that 2 inches strip actually gives a lift to the pocket, and of course it's another form of beauty, okay, so the cargo pockets. All right, so I go and I stitch it round about the square shape that we drew. Okay, that way it's very easy, it's very simple. All right, so at this point we are done attaching the pockets to the pants, as you can see. So the next thing we are going to be creating now is the cover for the pocket. The cover for the pocket is what we are going to be creating. Okay, just like this one, right? So I measure my pocket. At this point we're having 9 inches left as the width. Okay, 9 inches. So I bring out a piece. I cut 9 inches length and 9 inches width. I fold it into 2 and then I stitch on the side. After stitching on the side, you turn it inside out like this. Okay, inside out like this. Iron it and then top stitch on it, or you top stitch on it before ironing it. So at this point we are done. We are going to take it back to the pants to attach. So you bring it back this way, you place it like this, and then you sew it down with a 0.5 this way. Okay, make sure it is properly aligned when you are doing this. Do well to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Okay, do well to share it so other people can see and learn from it. Follow our page on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So once we are done stitching the cover, you go ahead to top stitch on this part so that it lies very flat for you. Okay, so once we are done with this, we are done We have successfully cut and stitched a cargo pocket on either your palazzo trouser or your straight pants. If you found value on this video, do well to like, share, give a thumbs up, follow, subscribe depending on where you are watching this video from. The tutorial video for this palazzo is uploaded on our YouTube channel. We'll see you in our next video. Alright, so bye bye for now. Let me know what you think about this tutorial and about this cargo pocket. See you and bye.